How's it going, guys, and welcome to the James Skrmetta Experience. I have spent the last week combing the news, trying to find the topics that you need to know for your week. So let's not waste any time. Let's go. Bad news. Scientists have found a new strain of E. coli that is 100% immune to all known antibiotics. The Superbug also has the ability to transfer the immunity to other bacteria already in the body. The virus so far has only been found in a small part of Malaysia and Denmark. The only positive being that this will most certainly wipe out the anti-vaccine people first, which will give the rest of us some peace and quiet finally before the end of days. The world's oldest couple just celebrated their 90th anniversary. Karam Chand, 110, and Katari Chand, 103, are a couple from the UK who originally were married in India in 1925. I know the 25th anniversary is silver, and the 50th you get each other gold, but what do you get each other for your 90th? Shovels? The city of brotherly love is not very loving at the moment. A severed pig's head was tossed out of a vehicle in front of a Philadelphia mosque on Monday. Mayor Jim Kenney said the actions upset multiple religions and residents of the city. He didn't mention the group that's affected the most, the pigs. Remember Charlie Brown? Well, this is the child actor all grown up who voiced Charlie Brown in the Peanuts cartoon series. Peter Robbins, right here, was sentenced to almost 5 years in prison for making criminal threats, including offering to pay for the murder of a San Diego sheriff. During sentencing, the judge looked right at Peter Robbins, the man who once played Charlie Brown, and he looked right into his dead, lifeless eyes and said, "Blah, blah, blah. An 18-year-old was stabbed and wounded Sunday at a nudist colony. The victim was walking down a nature trail at the nudist colony at about 9:30 a.m. whenever she was attacked and stabbed 3 times. The wounds are non-life-threatening, so she is expected to make a full recovery. Unfortunately, the police have not found a suspect, so this case is still ongoing. But the whole thing doesn't really make sense to me. I mean, how are you supposed to sneak a knife into a nudist colony? Car enthusiasts can now own a piece of history, albeit really, really bad history. The chief of Hitler's SS Army, Heinrich Himmler's personal service vehicle, has hit the auction. Himmler has been pictured in the vehicle at Auschwitz, and also it's been known that this was his preferred form of travel to the other death camps. The question is, what kind of maniac would pay a large amount of money just to sit in the same seat as a guy who is crazy enough to try and take a whole group of people and remove them from their very country? A Florida man is doing more than 4 years in prison for scamming hundreds of people into buying houses that didn't even exist. Joseph Hayden was sentenced to 52 months in prison for tricking 290 people into buying more than $18 million worth of real estate in Detroit. The way the scam worked was Hayden would call the people and offer them houses at a fraction of their original cost and promise that they could quickly flip the house and make even more money. These people had to be really, really stupid. I mean, who in the world wants to buy a house in Detroit? A woman tried to hire a hitman to murder a family of 8 over in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. The plan completely fell through whenever the hitman was wearing a wire and quickly told police of the plan. The whole thing was over a piece of property that the woman wanted. She wanted to murder the family so that she would inherit the property that they co-owned. When I was reading the story, I was kind of confused. The media loves to throw around the word hitman, but I don't really know what that is. So I figured it out. If you pay a man a large sum of money to go and murder an innocent person, the media calls them a hitman. But if you pay that same person about $40,000 a year, then they're called a cop.